So you both are here because you took part in the Reciprocal Mentoring. Peter, I want to ask you, why did you sign up?
So originally, I've done quite a lot of work with Moni over the last couple of years, so I know she's a great colleague, so I'm always keen to help her. And then specifically another colleague who I've got a lot of time for, she'd highlighted to me, we've got a really big issue called an attainment gap. And I was really shocked when that was explained to me what it was. And I was just keen to help out anything in that space.
And Eesa, why did you sign up?
This is the first time I heard about anything like this, and I just thought just being able to speak to somebody who's more experienced than myself in a lot of aspects of life, and especially about such, touchy topics as well. It was interesting, and it's an opportunity that I probably shouldn't miss out on.
You know what I love though, and I am gonna say this on camera, Eesa. You said that Peter was woke.
Oh, I didn't exactly. That's not exact. I think I said I don't want to say woke because the term has kind of been hijacked. I use conscious.
Conscious. I like that word. Conscious. Yeah. And why was that? Why did you think he had a conscious bone?
It's the way he sort of spoke about the world and current events. You could tell when someone speaks and they're not used to it, or they just learn, and when someone's obviously been following it for ages. And Peter is somebody who's been following it for much longer than I have been on this planet for, to be honest. So I guess from that perspective, especially being a person of color, and you would expect from my perspective that I would know certain things that he doesn't know. You could argue that wasn't the case, actually, given the amount of experience that he'd built up in his lifetime.
One of the big things that we've talked about is obviously asking questions, and those sometimes can be evasive questions about race and relations and equality. Did you feel like you were able to do that with Eesa?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, to me, that's probably definitely one of the best things, because as I said, I don't even know if I've got the vocabulary. I definitely know I don't understand stuff. And a lot of the questions were, I just don't understand stuff. What do you think?
But would you say having that relationship with Eesa has opened up your mind even more so?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. I've worked in loads of different companies and organisations, and I think this is one of the most welcoming, pleasant places I've ever been. And to hear other people say, well, actually, I don't feel comfortable in this room because I'm the only person who looks like this, or I just don't feel my attitudes, is being responded to, or my views are responded to. It's a real shock. In
terms of your place in the university, what would you be taking forward in terms of making positive changes based off your conversation with Eesa?
So it's changed from we're talking about stuff and there's 20 reasons why we're not going to do it to, we're still saying there's reasons why we can't do stuff, but there's also now reasons why we should do stuff. So if for no other reason, it's that slow trickle process of things. So I think, what I think is we should just try different stuff. Some will work, some won't, but staying the same, I don't think is an option.
Is there anything that you'd like to highlight that you feel people should know about the scheme and how the experiences?
I think that I'd highlight to staff and colleagues who I work with, it's a shock that people feel uncomfortable at LJMU because of who they are, and I think that's a real shock. And I think you've just got to open your eyes to that and realise that we have to do something different to make more and more people feel comfortable.
And Eesa, is there anything that you would like to kind of round off about your experiences?
I'd say that a lot of students in my position, with a lot of the younger generation as well, would think that the position that they're in, with recent events, being a person of colour, that, they can't learn anything, or they can only provide that sort of information and insight. But it's not true, that you can always learn something from somebody else. And I was fortunate enough to have someone like Peter who not only provided that for me, but it's always good to have a mentor in that aspect who's able to provide you with guidance on anything in life, I guess. I guess the main thing for me is that we get into this trap of wanting to compile anything on, race, relations, these current topics. And it takes somebody who's more experienced in life, like Peter, to put things through a lens, a focus lens. So it's very beneficial.
I like that. Oh, thank you very much.